Aries, welcome. Today I drew a card from the Gene Key Synthesis deck, and it is the Gene Key 27, and it is the journey from selfishness into selflessness, and it's about altruism. And it's interesting because we can see that the Lenormand cards I drew afterwards, and I sat with for a moment, is the journey and we are like, or the longing for loyalty and the lack of it. So there we can see this from different sides. We can see that there is maybe a longing for loyalty for other people, for being loyal to you, but there are none. Or there is something that you long for being loyal to someone else, and that this is taken away by some kind of action or whatever that means. This is the mice often talk about lack and can be as self in yourself feeling that there is a lack, but it can be that there is no possibility to stay in this place of loyalty. This can be a case too. So that's the journey. And the question that comes with the 27th Gene Key for me comes with what if you're giving something, and that's where the shadow comes in, right? Is it because you want to sacrifice yourself, or is it because you want to be self-centered and you want to be the one that is the one that helps? Or are you not giving for the reason of because you don't want to? You know, there is the shadow side of self-sacrificing and self-centeredness. There's both shadow sides of this selfishness. That's the shadow of selfishness. So are you giving, or are you nurturing other people? That's not about giving. It's about nurturing other people. Why are you nurturing other people? And that's often the question, you know, when we do something, that's the question: are we here to do it from the place where we want to nurture other people, or is it because we want to get something? And there we have the Queen of Cups, and that's the one who knows why to give, right? That's the one who knows why we give, because she is someone who is about nurturing. She has a cup in her hand in a normal tarot deck, and she gives from the right place. She knows why, and she knows the reason why she gives. And then we have the Five of Swords, and that's about competition. So what it is about, there is a big scorpion and there is a small scorpion, and that can be a competition about being the bigger person in the room, being nurturing other people because you can, and because it's about self-centeredness, because I am the great one, I am the one. Or it's about sacrificing yourself. It's about being the small one. Both of them are not in the right place, because they are so different and they are competing with each other. So that's this theme of selfishness, and we can talk about these scorpions sacrificing themselves. Is this one sacrificing himself because it's so small, or is this self-centered? Is this scorpion, whichever side you look at, is it so self-centered that it is able to step out and to win this battle? There is no winner in this card, you know, because it's always about competition. It's always about the competition comes from the place of self-centeredness or self-sacrificing. There is the shadow of selfishness in competition itself, right? And then we have the Eight of Swords, and that's coming with the mice, and that's about, and that's the question, you know. When you nurture other people, is it coming from your place of selfishness, then you have the feeling that you will sacrifice yourself and that you are not valued as much as you want to be valued. And that's the mind construct that you created around yourself. And this Eight of Swords is keeping someone from acting like they really, really are. And because you've got the 27th gene key, it is about your own altruism that is embedded in you. And I really think that there is something inside of you that is really deeply nurturing for other people. And this part of you keeps you in the place where you think you have to stay in this way. You can nurture in different ways, you know. You can help other people in different ways. You can give to other people in different ways. And it's about your own way of looking at yourself while you're doing this. And the question is why? Why are you doing this? Because you are kept in a prison of your thoughts so that you think you have to. It's the prison of your own mind that tells you that you have to stay in this battle. And it seems to be a battle. And there is no winner in there. So what happens if you step outside of the swords, if you say that's not what I'm about, I'm nurturing, I want to be a loyal friend, and I want to be someone who is able to give from the right place of my heart, and that's the Queen of Wands. And so your pathway through altruism is the pathway to walk through. So the question is always, why are you giving? And is it coming from the right place? Do you want to have your peace of mind? Is it this why you are giving? Or is it because you are obliged to do so? Or is it because you want to have something? Altruism is coming from a place where we just give. Because we can. That's easy. Because we can. And that's not having something, it's not sacrificing yourself, it's giving. Because someone else is in need. And you have to decide on which side you are on. If you are in this place of giving, or if you want to have something. Or if you feel obliged to do so. So we'll see what this. So we have this one. And then we have this one. And this feels like, this feels like you are in the trouble of your own mind. It's telling us that's the end of the world, right? There is something in your world that is really troubling you. And to step out of this idea of apocalypse is this card telling us, believe. It's telling us to trust in the unknown and unformed, faith and vision, the authentic self. A lucid grey horse feels the rare field light of spirit shining through it every moment, through it every move. Call it soul, spirit, or authentic self. The part of you that accesses fresh ways of seeing and being is also capable of marshalling incredible resources. And so that's so beautifully fitting into the altruism. You deeply know why you want to nurture. You deeply know from the bottom of your heart that this is something that brings other people into the place where they can achieve things by themselves. And that's That's your way of giving to them. It's your way of helping them. And the mind constructs that comes with this is man-made. And it's about the being obliged, being the obligation to do something, and the thing that you want to have something, and you want to be in this give and take, not as a natural way of give and take. It's about the fighting for something, and that's not the way you are, because you come from a place where your soul is telling you what to do, and even just your mind is telling you otherwise. Your soul is telling, your soul is shining through you and makes you the nurturer that you are, because that's the gift you've got inside of you. That's altruism. The other part of it, it's just shadow. It's just shadow. Staying in this self-sacrificing, self-centered place. Altruism is the right place to be. It's your gift to be altruistic, because you are not attached. And it's the mind that constructs the fray. That's the eyes of the eagle to rise above, to see it from a bigger perspective, from a higher perspective, what is happening, and to see yourself in it. And can you allow yourself to be this shining being that is activated by its soul, because it's the way it is. And even if there is fray at the moment, if there is apocalypse right now somewhere in your life, and it's for sun, moon, rising, Venus, or wherever Aries is in your chart. This can be an area of your life where there is fray at the moment. And can you step back for a moment? Can you take a look from the higher perspective, rise above this fray, and know from the heart of your heart, where is it you can give? Where is it you can just be in the way you are made to be? Because you are often this Aries area is about I am, but in my experience there is a lot of who I am, and I want you to be yourself too. That's not just about myself. Of course, there's a lot of selfishness in the I am approach, and I want this and I want that. And Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it is about wanting something, right? It's about wanting something for themselves. But there is a part inside of them, and that's the other side. It's the opposite sign. It's the way through altruism. It's the way through giving. It's the way through being in this place of nurturing. It's not just giving, sacrificing, or fighting for something. It's about nurturing and finding the pleasure in this moment of nurturing, because you step into the place where you are the loyal friend, and where you can close your own mindset of lack, and where you can close because you know from a deeper perspective and from your soul's perspective that this the right thing to do. Keep your mind in check that tells you otherwise, because then you jump into the mindset of lack, because you have the feeling that you are sacrificing yourself. That's not the way of giving. The way of giving is the way of nurturing other people, because you can, because you believe in other people. You believe in the shooting star. You believe in the one that is in the stars. You believe in other people's potential, in other people's brilliance, and that's the right place for you to give, and you got them all. So you know that this is the right thing to do. You know what to do. Don't step into the lack mentality, into this, oh, I sacrifice myself, or I don't get anything back. I think you will be paid back in tenfold, because you are this shining being. And this is what the selflessness in this journey comes with. It comes with the gift that you get from life, because that's where she gets her nurturing in the moment, because she knows what she does is the right thing to do. And she gets into the place where she is really connected. She's connected to herself, to the earth, to her own emotions, and she knows she overcame these areas of competition and self-sacrificing and keeping yourself stuck in a place. So take a step back and decide for yourself where is it where you can let your light shine into the places of your apocalypses, right? Into the places where there is chaos right now, because chaos often comes with the intention to structure something again, to restructure something, you know. That's where you come from, and this is the place where you, and both of these cards, this and this one, they come with and even this one, right? It's coming from the right place. You always have the right information what to do. Don't allow your mind to tell you something else. Don't tell your mind to tell you that this is a place of lack where you are. You are not in a place of lack. You are in a place where you are able to nurture other people. And that is a beautiful thing to be. And you will get paid back for this tenfold. Because that's what selflessness comes with. Comes with a deep nourishment inside of yourself. It comes with a deep nourishment from the outer world too, but in the first place it comes from the place where you can sleep at night, because you know that you did the right thing. And that's your message, Aries. And I really love this for you, because you are this shining being. I know a lot of Aries, and they are really shining beings, and I can see that in your way of nurturing other people, that you create a lot of beautiful things, and you give a lot of things to other people. And that's where stop yourself from telling you otherwise. You are such a valuable being. And then we have our card for you. Be bold. If we have been taught to always settle for less than what we dream of. I start again. If we have been taught to always settle for less than we dream of, we may wonder if living a boldly optimistic life is unrealistic. But you are an adventurer, a divine explorer on the wild path of life. You have been created with those bold dreams in your heart, and you are meant to fulfill them with the loving encouragement and support of life. That's you, Aries. Stepping out of the thought of apocalypse, stepping out of the chaos that comes with this, and allowing your soul to tell you what's the right thing to do. And to give from the right place, because it's not about It's not about self-sacrificing, and it's not about self-centeredness. It's about your altruism that gives, and that is a loyal heart, and that you get back. If you allow yourself to be in this place, you will step into your next adventure where you're not constricted in this way. Thank you so much, Aries, and I see you soon.